Hi, I'm Christian Guzman, and I approve of the Board Shorts and Banter podcast.
Oh my God.
Hello, people. Welcome back to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast. My name is Tom. I am your co-host for today. And
my name is Josh. I'm also your co-host for today.
If you'd like, you can use code BSB15 for discount off of all of your favourite garms, because no one wears anything but all-in bodybuilding. Thank you very much.
And BSB15 is the only discount code available for All In Bodybuilding fans and users. There's a new launch going live on New Year's Day, and it's got your name all over it. And it's got our name in the discount code section. Thank you very much.
And I can confirm, there are some clean pieces being launched.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
What, the thingy that Dan put on his private story the other day? Just look.
Yes.
Looks nice. Can't wait to purchase it. Hi Tom, how you doing?
I'm very well, Josh. How are you?
Oh, I'm amazing, mate. Did you have a nice Christmas?
I did, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, amazing, mate. Amazing.
What was your favourite part?
Probably the charitable work of working in a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I worked in a soup kitchen too.
Oh, no way.
But I worked in a we handed out stew instead of soup. So yeah, stew kitchen.
You're so giving. Only joking, guys. We've just recorded the Christmas podcast and now we're recording this podcast. You've been played.
But no, honestly, I hope you all did have a good Christmas. And Josh, I hope you had a good Christmas in the future Josh.
Thank you, mate. I also hope that future Josh has a lovely Christmas too. And yes, I hope future Tom has a wonderful time and gets everything that his heart desires, even though we already know that Tom doesn't want anything for Christmas.
Apart from Hot Wheels cars, now I've changed my mind.
Yeah, and a new remote control car.
Yeah, that's it.
Amazing.
But anyway, mate, I think it's a nice little opportunity for us to talk about 2024. No. Okay, yeah. Yes. 2024.
2024. We're going to go forwards and then go backwards and then, yeah? No,
I think we should
let's go
backwards, forwards.
Yeah.
That makes sense because it's going to segue.
Yeah. So basically, this episode, we're going to just basically talk about mine and Tom's year in review, just go over a few things, and then we're going to talk about the plans for the future, plans for the podcast, plans for ourselves, and yeah, it's on. Well, we're going to create some accountability for ourselves here, because anything that we say that we're going to do in the future, we're putting it out there to the world, so we're going to have to follow it through.
And when we achieve all these goals, we can soundbite this.
Correct.
Yeah, and we can be like, I did it.
Yeah. So we're going to try and aim for like 50 goals each, and then we might achieve like 2 or 3 of them. And then when we share it in a year's time, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, they're so on it and true to their word. I'm like, yes.
Work, hustle, grind, baby.
Yeah, we'll just ignore the other 47 that we failed on. So,
yeah, it's like, carry on.
Tom, 2023, it is basically done.
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly say, as one of your mates, I am very, very, very proud of you this year. You have turned up, you have turned it up, and you've just took it to a whole new level, mate. What 3 things are you most proud of this year? It's been you've got 12 months to pick from, so just 3 things.
Like achievements?
Yeah, I'd say achievements, just general things that you'll look back on and go, yeah, I'm really glad that happened, or that I did that.
Oh, so I'd say obvious one. I'm very proud of myself for just completely smashing apart my previous competitive season and just like exceeding my own goals and expectations of myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely winning the northern overall title was absolutely mental. And then, but even on top of that, like placing second at the British finals against some actual very, very, very good competition is also up there as well, mate. Like for the fact I can turn around and say I'm in that federation at least the second best in the UK.
Yeah, that's
pretty mental, and I didn't think I'd get in there, mate. So definitely that. I would say I in the past as well, I've been someone that likes to not like I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it. But this year, I think pretty much everything that I said I'm going to do, I've done.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been a bit more like on it.
True to your word. Yeah.
True to word. Such as like, oh, the podcast. Yeah, do the podcast. Great idea. Then it just never happens. Never comes to fruition.
Yeah.
Versus now, we're doing it like twice a day. No joking.
It's mate, it's firmly part of the routine, isn't it? And it's like we didn't need any kind of like, all right, we'll maybe do once every 2 weeks or once a month. It was like, no, we're going to do it once a week. We've started, we will continue it, and we probably won't stop.
No. Yeah, exactly. So I'd say winning the British title, not British title.
I'm going to say.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Just take knackers off him.
Be like more of like a personal thing, just being a man of my word and actually following through of like pretty much everything I've said I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what else, man, as well. Like, that's a tough one.
I think you've been a very, very good role model for your own clients. Like your team genuinely, like from what I see on social media, they look as though they are genuinely inspired by you and your way of being.
Yeah. So I'm being dumb there, mate. Like super, super dumb. Like
no, you're being modest. You're being modest. Like it's not easy. It's not easy to talk about yourself in like such positive light. So yeah.
It's one thing I always struggle to do is self-reflect. Like it's one thing I always struggle to realize what's going good for myself because I'm just so like focused on just going forward. But definitely like looking back on it, man, like with the team, like last year, I was like, oh, it's been such a good year, man. Like such a good year. But definitely with where the results that my clients are achieving, but also just like that vibe that I'm managing to create with my team is something that I'm very, very proud of. So like the progression of obviously me, yes, but also the team as well. And then seeing them like because of me wanting to start pursuing like competing and, starting their own journeys and even like wanting to get into coaching and like having that kind of greater impact on this small group of people that I have the pleasure of working with is just like unreal, and like to see them grow as people as well is something I'm very proud of, mate. So yeah, winning Northern title overall, smashing my goals there, being a man of my word, and also most definitely my team and them smashing it, mate.
Yeah.
But what about yourself?
Truly wonderful.
Mate, I don't even know where to begin. It's been such an insane year for you, mate.
It has been absolutely magical, and I'm sure when like New Year's Eve comes around and I've had a couple of glasses of the old bubbly stuff, I will be blubbering like a baby.
You'll just be sat there like, yeah, I'm fine now.
Oh my god!
Just hits you all at once. But now, honestly, unreal. Like unreal. And I just want to say as well, as your friend, seeing you go through it, it's almost been like a role model for me, and like how you've documented it, how you've just like carried yourself. And again, being that man of your word, I feel like you've probably rubbed off on me a little bit. Like, for instance, when we like, do you know, like we're starting this podcast and it's like, you were like, no, if we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. So I was like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And we did it. And now like, because of, it's so fun and it's so good and I love doing it so much. I think like that's like, you have to do something in order for like, to get it like reaffirmed.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that's been like, okay, if you actually like, do something and fucking stick to it, then for the better. So yeah, you've rubbed off on me, man, 100%.
I think like the thing that I'm proud of with that is it's similar to you, but it's like on the other side of it, I've stopped saying things that are almost like stupid. Like everything that I say that I think I can do, it's because I truly believe that I can do it. It's not like I woke up and go, right, I'm going to be a millionaire in 12 months, because it's so unrealistic. Like, it's just daft. Whereas everything that I've said that I'm going to do, I know that I'm capable of doing it. Like, I know myself and my limitations, like, or my potential pretty damn well now. So yeah, I'm proud that I've been able to obviously follow through everything that I've said, but then I've also not said anything stupid that I know deep down I won't be able to do. Yeah. So very, very happy. I'd say like I'm obviously super happy about how the season's gone competing wise, but I'm also proud of myself for like being able to take Annabella along and have Sam there, and it's not just been like amazing to have ticked the goals off. It's like the manner in which it's been done. Like, I'm so happy that I've documented it to some degree, and I'm not bothered if it makes if it gets like a couple of 100 views on YouTube or it goes viral. I don't care, because I've done it for it's going to be there forever. I've got that memory like permanently. I don't know, just to like look back on and remember, and my kids will look at it and their kids will look at it, and it's just there now. It's like it's a real thing. It's yeah, super happy.
Yeah, it's not just that as well, man. It's like taking Sam along for the journey as well. Like, he wouldn't have had an opportunity like that if you didn't like take him along for that. So like, your years also impacted his year, and like I'm sure like there's a lot of more opportunities that are going to come up for him as well, like moving into the future.
100%.
Obviously working with yourself, but other people, like, and obviously his work speaks for itself. But like, taking him on that journey is not only you've had like a greater impact, which is it's just so sick, man. So
I hope
sick.
so. I hope so. I'd say this podcast has probably been up there with the best things that's come out of this year. Like, I feel like people are getting to know us better on like a human level, rather than just like, oh yeah, look at Josh's physique. Oh, Tom's done really well at this show. It's like people actually know us better, and like how much this stuff matters to us, and then also like how real we are as well. Like, I think for the vast majority, we are quite relatable people to, take an interest in on social media. If that doesn't sound too egotistical.
Yeah, no, 100%. Just two regular dudes on their own journeys, documenting it, sharing some thoughts. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, and ultimately trying to help people as much as we possibly can, because that is what we are best at doing. Just trying to help.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like, I'm so excited for just the future of the progression of us both, but also this podcast, mate.
Yeah. I think another like my final thing that I'm like so happy with this year. I put it on Instagram the other day, and I don't think we've spoke about it. I don't think we have on the podcast either. Me doing did you see my little public speaking thing?
Yeah.
Right. I am not a public speaker at all. I will never ever say that I am. Oh yes, I'm Josh Croggan, public speaker. It's not me one bit. But the opportunity came up to do it in like really quite bizarre circumstances. I'm not going to lie. But rather than going, no, that's like out of my grasp, that's not me at all, I straight away not straight away. It probably took like 45 minutes to an hour for me to go, yeah, all right, I'll do it. But the fact is that I got there, eventually, rather than missing out on the opportunity. I am so happy with. It wasn't the greatest. I'm not going to lie. I've not seen any footage of it, and I will never look at any footage of it.
Did you have any moments?
What moments? What moments of? I didn't realize it at the time.
Voice cracks.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
I had a couple of longer pauses than what I needed, just to gather my thoughts. But
you
one
hear
of the other people that were doing the speaking,
yeah,
what?
Just a nice long pause, and then someone just like accidentally,
Yeah, loads of that, mate. Full of accountants. Oh, I'll tell you the full story in a bit. Yeah, so one of the other people that were doing the like speaking at this event, they're like pros at it, And she says, she went, oh yeah, you did really well. There was a couple of moments where you like looked out into the audience and you could just tell that you was just like, what the fuck am I doing here? I was like, yes, many times. Oh dear.
That's
Yeah.
sick though, man. Like, and again, it's weird. You're used to being on a stage, but you're on a stage in a completely different capacity. You know, doing something completely new. But that's good, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who knows? Like in the future, you may be doing presentations like that for some other reason, whether it's at like a fitness expo or whether it's at this or that. So it's like small little things like this, mate, can lead on to very, very big things.
Yeah.
So sometimes just fucking saying yes, go for it.
Yeah. The last time that I felt that much out of my comfort zone and like truly terrified to my core was the first time that I stepped on stage. And to feel it again, it was like, right, I needed this feeling because I've obviously won the Worlds and I'm, you know, near the top of the tree in the old men's physique world. I needed something to ground me and make me realize, there's so much more progress that you can make in so many other parts of your life that you need to get out of your comfort zone more.
Yeah. So you just did something that terrified you.
I did, right? And another thing that was weird, I watched Mo's latest YouTube video last week, where he was basically just talking about he's got a bit lazy with himself. So he said that like one of his things that he wants to do every day is put himself like in an awkward or
voluntary discomfort.
Yeah, voluntary discomfort. That's it. And I was like, oh, I need to do that more. And it was literally like a few hours later, the opportunity came up, and it was like, yep, this is the universe telling me, like, yep.
Was it the same day?
Same day.
Or did you have like time to like get together a presentation,
bro? Do you want me to tell you what happened? Right.
Yeah.
So,
what was the presentation on? This is whey protein. Like, come on.
Annabella works for an accounting company called Strivex. And it was effectively their Christmas party, but it weren't a Christmas party. It was a small business owners, self-employed people all getting together and like kind of networking, socializing, having a Christmas party for like, if you generally wouldn't have a Christmas party. For instance, you didn't have a Christmas party this year, did you?
No.
Just like I didn't. So you would pay for a ticket to go to this event. You'd have speakers, you'd have a lovely Christmas dinner, and you'd network with people that are in similar position to you. And then, so then they had like a little presentation section where there was a woman that owned a accounting company called Mazuma, which is reasonably big apparently. And then there was someone else that was into the accounting or into the social media world. I can't remember off the top of my head.
And then there was using to getting shredded.
And then there was meant to be Stephen Bartlett's like head of marketing or something for the podcast for Diary of a CEO,
right?
I think. And that person, she's called Grace Andrews. She cancelled. So Annabella's boss rang Annabella on the way down and was like, "Oh, does Josh want to do it? Like, you can just talk about Josh's journey, discipline, and how that will be transferable for business owners going into 2024." So we had like 2 hours to plan it out. And
what angle did you attack it from them?
Obviously spoke about my journey and, started from the bottom, now we're here. And then just kind of, I can't even remember, mate. I can't even remember. I've got the notes on my phone, but yeah.
Did you talk about like how your journey and bodybuilding and the consistency and discipline that's applied to that carries over very nicely into business?
Yeah, basically. And it was quite well received. Yes, I got nervous a lot of the time. I was very, very nervous, but ultimately I'm glad that I've done it.
Yeah, well, and it's like it's another little feather on your cap now, isn't it?
Yeah. And
this is where you go back to the same thing next year and everyone's jacked.
Yeah. Josh, you inspired me. I didn't, because you look better than me now.
A blasting gear.
I know you're natural, but I want it to go one better.
Yeah. was like, how can I one up this guy, Josh? I know.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
times. Good times.
But did you enjoy it though? After like looking back on it, obviously, like you're glad you did it.
Looking back, I am so glad that I've done it. Like, for it to make my top 3 things that I've done this year, I'm obviously quite delighted.
That's crazy. Something that was just like happened within a day is like one of the highlights of your year, you know?
Yeah. But that's
Crazy.
probably the best bit as well. Like, there were no build up to it. It was like, do you want to do it? Yeah, all right. Okay, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's like turn it, like, I don't know, going to an airport and then, all right, yeah, you're going to do a skydive. All right, okay, yeah, sweet. You've not got that sleepless night the night before. It's just boom.
But obviously, like the reason why that is because, like, you know, externally, obviously, the people that Annabella work for, they've seen what you're doing, and they obviously they're not going to ask someone that hasn't got their shit together or someone that isn't, you know, disciplined and someone that isn't clearly doing something good.
Yeah.
They're not going to ask some Joe off the street to just jump on and like do something like that. And it's like I feel like that's just a small little kind of nod to some, you know, shit going in the right direction. And it's almost like this year has been a year for me as well, where like I've just been all in, baby. You know, literally. It's so weird how that works, man. Like this genuinely has been like a year where I've gone all in on like just, you know, again, being a man on my word, you know, just putting in the work. Yeah. And you know, like a elite up sponsorship, all in sponsorship. Podcasts coming together, winning titles, you know, and it's just like
what?
Shit. Yeah, it's just like shit. Like hard work equals good things happening, you know, and it's just like fucking
mate. If you
want
sat
something, yeah.
If you sat like where you are right now 12 months ago and said in 12 months' time you're going to have the life that you've got now, you would not believe yourself. I sure as hell, I wouldn't. I would not.
It's like a lot can happen. A lot can change in 12 months, but it can take a few 12 months after one after another for that 12 months to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it may not happen the first year, second year, third year, but it's like, it will potentially happen eventually, and a lot can happen in a short amount of time, but it's like, that's not going to happen without all of this kind of, you know, foundation underneath it. And it's just that slow build up over time, man. But yeah, crazy shit.
It's been awesome. Awesome.
It genuinely has, mate. I'm like, it's just got me so excited now for next year, because it's like, you know, when like you get that, it's not, I guess it is confidence in yourself, and just like, okay, yeah, hard work equals good results. Just got to keep that up. Keep going. You know.
I don't think I've spoke about this on the podcast either, but 12 months ago, well, a little over 12 months ago, I applied to go back to uni. And go and study a master's in physiotherapy. And
no way.
Yeah, because look, it's not like online coaching were going bad. It's just I didn't back myself to take it to that next level, or take it to, you know, just to continue to grow it. I just thought, right, it's been good for a little bit. There's going to be a point where the wheels fall off. I need to future-proof myself, and I think physiotherapy would be a good move. Long story short, I didn't get onto the course. I absolutely cocked up the interview because there were a lot going on at the time. But yeah, at that, like 12 months ago, I was going into this new year like pretty demoralized. Like it can only get better, and I've like given everything that I can to every journey that I've been part of, and I would say that it's been quite fruitful. So yeah. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, this year's not been quite the year that I wanted to have, trust me, if you commit day in, day out, and you're disciplined as Fook, you will completely change your life in 12 months. You could probably change your life in 3 if, you know, you've not got a great amount going on right now. So just start being disciplined, start following through with what it is that you're saying, and yeah. Don't bloody stop.
Sometimes shit needs to hit the fan. Sometimes shit needs to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, for instance, you not getting on that course. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because now you got no fucking choice but to make it work. So it's like, well, here we go then. I haven't got that safety net, so let's just fucking go all in on it.
Yeah.
And obviously
That's
now
it.
you're in the best position you've been with it, mate. So well fucking done. And that doesn't happen without hard work.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
And it's like it's a similar situation for me. So it's like only like during lockdowns, I'm not going to mention the word because we'll get cancelled. But I don't know if I've mentioned this to you or on the podcast before, but I was literally only just starting like out my like PT career, like getting things rolling with that. It was going very, very good. Boom, all of that come to an end. Like didn't have anything, completely out of the gym on like job seekers allowance and stuff like that. Like literally no income, like zero. And then that was like, oh, well, I've got no choice now but to like try and do something online, And that's when like online coaching slowly started to like come together. It was like a little bit on the side thing. And then that's when obviously gyms opened back up again, got back into that, started building up the PT business. And then I was doing online coaching on the side still. And then I was just like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to have to go all in. And that was kind of like at the start of, not the start, towards the end of last year. That's when I was like, okay, now it's time to start putting the foot down. So it was like, had to drop all the PT, had to drop all like my hours in the gym, all that money that I was earning. And I was, that was pretty much at the start of this year. And that's when I had to just go absolutely all on it, mate. And again, like it's just that sink or swim thing. I had to do that, take that leap and kind of get that fire under my own ass, or else I probably would have just, continued to work in the gym and fucking, not be happy. So not like I'm not happy working in the gym, but like at the same time, it's like I want to be my own boss. I want to, work on my own terms. I want to have like an incredible team that I can, keep growing. And that's what like this year has been as well,
No, I get you completely. Do you know when you like transition from being an in-gym PT to being online, like how much of a hit did you get financially from that? And like how long did it take you to recover from, earning X amount PT and online to getting that same income just online? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I would say I probably took like, again, I was still on job seekers allowance, mate. So I used that as a little bit of my safety net. So I'm well grateful for that. So I was like, all right, I'll just use this as some opportunities, like for kind of free money. So I slowly phased that out. So I would say I probably took like a good like grand hit per month. And obviously at the time that was a lot of money. Like I had the benefit of like living with friends and like all splitting like rent, and it was a lot cheaper. But yeah, I would say it took me like 4 months to try and 3 months to try and get that back, I would say. So yeah, it's quite scary. But at the same time, I'm grateful for it,
It's the growing pains, isn't it, of having your own business. It's obviously it's a bit shit when you have to say no to some things or like sacrifice earning money, but it will lead to growth, so it's worth it in the long run. I've really, really, really struggled going from like I still do some one-on-one PTs. I'm telling you, like minimal, maybe 6 hours a week, because the people that I'm coaching, I care about immensely. But I really, really struggled saying no to in-person PT, as like just thinking that like, oh yeah, online's not gonna be like long-lasting clients. They'll probably want me for like a few months, get in shape, and then fuck me off. But just gotta make yourself invaluable to people, haven't you? And
you're always gonna have that like that. You're always gonna it's not like self-doubt. It's just like it's almost like a survival mechanism, I think. It's like, is this going to work? You've got to doubt it, and you've got to have that kind of that voice in your head, and it's always going to be there, man. Unless you're like some fucking egomaniac that maybe that'll work out for the good sometimes for some people. That just that burning like confidence and like zero doubt and like no doubt that does probably fucking work for some people, but at the same time, like
pure deluded optimism to me.
Listen to the voice, but don't like take it 100%. Don't sometimes you got to go against like even your own grain, I think, so 100%, mate,
for sure. So we briefly mentioned it on the last podcast. Is there anything in 2024 that you are wanting to start up
Start up.
or start? Is there something that you're right? 2024, I've got this desire to do this thing. Is there anything that's like, right, there's that? Or that you can talk about, obviously, on the podcast. If Tom Stockton's got some crazy plans of opening not Ultraflex in Plymouth.
No gym openings just yet. No gym openings just yet. But in terms of like things that, to be honest with you, mate, I'm so hell bent on my team, and for me, it's just another all-in year on that. So I haven't really thought about much else. There is another business which I am in the works of starting at the moment, but that's going to come together now over the next few months. I'll tell you more about that. I'll keep it under the wraps for just for now.
Okay.
But yeah, another business opportunity. But then pretty much, mate, like this is going to be a big year for the team. So it's like I want that to be the utmost priority. So other than that, it's just the team. It's just the coaching team, and that's it. Like, I've had my year. I've done my thing. I've had my fun with my competing. I've got guys on stage this year, so they are the utmost priority.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Good man.
What about yourself?
Look, business wise, it will be. I'm hoping that in the next couple of months, I'll be able to turn around to my very few one-on-one PTs and go, look, I love you. It's nothing personal, but this is the direction that I'm going in. But I've got a lot of people competing. A lot.
Good.
It's good. It is good. It is good. And like, yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
But that's good.
But everything that I've done that's been terrifying has been so worth it in the long run. So we're going to go all in, throw ourselves into that. There's going to be a few trips abroad, I'm sure, with my clients that are competing. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. The plan is I'm going to have Sam like documenting it, like the journey in its entirety.
That's it.
I want to obviously continue growing the YouTube. It's took a little bit of a dip this last few weeks, like just a few videos not doing great, but I think that's the game of YouTube, innit? So 100%. I just want to remain consistent with that, and hopefully that will lead to something. But there is one thing that I do want to start, and I'm going to start. Golf lessons.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna start having golf lessons.
Are you sure you're not having like? Are you sure you're not having like 30k months, mate? 50k months.
Do you know how much your golf lessons
already? I bet it's expensive.
Guess.
Like 60 quid.
60 quid. What, an hour?
Yeah.
No, mate. In my area, you can get a lesson off of a pro for £30 an hour.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but you just stand there and go,
Yeah, well, yeah. They just need to teach me how to hold it and stuff, and not look like a complete mong.
Why do you want to get into golf?
I just think it'd be really nice to have that as like I don't know, just as a way of clearing my mind, as a way of socializing. Yeah, that's out of the gym and in a completely different circle of people.
Mate, I know why it is. You just want to get on the pints after a nice round of golf, don't you?
Everyone goes for a pint after golf. Oh, all right. Yeah, 18 holes, 5 pints.
Literally.
It's the best.
8 holes, 18 pints.
Yeah.
Now
did you ever play pub golf when you were at uni?
Yeah, of course I did, man.
That's what I'm envisaging it being like.
Yeah. You'd
every
make
hole,
it like that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, Josh, slow down. Like, mate, come on. We only have a few socials. Get out of here. You're all boring.
I'm a world champion.
Do you know who I
am? I'm the king of Yorkshire. I should have had that overall.
Fuck the Germans.
I hate Munich.
I'm joking. We don't actually hate Germans. I'm joking.
Tom doesn't. I'm joking. I love. Yeah. What
I rate that though. get into golf, spend about like $5,000 on some clubs. You know, you get to wear like dad shirts and stuff like that, man. It's a vibe.
Mate, you look cool. Drink pints.
This confirms you are like a 60-year-old caught in a young man's body.
I am, Anna. Honestly, the more I speak, the more I hate myself.
Nah, I rate it though. Do you know what? Like, because like for me this year as well, it's like I haven't really thought about much else because I just need to be a bodybuilder for a year, mate. Like I need to be an all-out bodybuilder. I've got big ass goals coming up, you know, which also feed into my long-term goals. So it's like I don't really want much distraction, mate. Like in terms, I was like, oh, you've had like a big season. You're not like going traveling anywhere, doing it. And it's like I get it. Like you can have that, like you can have that flexibility, and like you're like living proof. Like you enjoy yourself and you've done very well competitively. But it's like the next time I go on stage, I generally want it to be like, what the fuck has happened to this guy?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, yeah, I haven't really thought about much else. I'm gonna travel a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy myself, but for me, it's just all training. It's just all focusing on my team. Haven't you thought about like any like hobbies, like golf? Like I'd love to start something up, you know, but I don't know what it would be because I just haven't given it the thought.
Yeah, I just think it'd be really good for me. Like with golf, I'll go and have a lesson for an hour. It gets me out of the house for 2 hours, and it's got me doing something that isn't bodybuilding. It isn't work. Like I love my job. I would never change it, but it would be great to just put my phone to one side and leave it.
Yeah,
and do something else and occupy my brain and like learn something.
Do you feel like they're like the inner athlete in you will kind of take over, and you'll be like, right, I've got to compete. I've got to do like really well here. Get really obsessive with it.
100%. 100%. I will go for. I will have like however many lessons, and in my mind it will be thinking, how good have I got to get to be on the PGA Tour? It's honestly right. Last year when I'm saying that I was looking into uni and stuff, I was also like majorly doubting myself in bodybuilding. And I was Googling things like swimming world records and like what's the fastest what's it called? Triathlon. What's the fastest triathlon in the Olympics? Like, could I make myself that good of an athlete? I would, my competitive streak would just come out.
Got to be careful. Like, this is like 2 years' time. Josh Croggan's Instagram bio.
Pro bodybuilder,
PGA world champion, WNBF world champion. I want to see it, mate. Don't disappoint me,
mate. That's just how my brain works. But equally, if I go and I don't enjoy it, no, because I know I'm not going to dislike it. I'm going to make myself enjoy it.
Yeah.
I
think but it'd definitely be like, I feel like when you're so like obsessed like with bodybuilding, because you obviously both are obsessed with it, like when you're so into something, it's like for instance like football. Obviously you can't talk to me about football, but it's a nice outlet for you being able to talk about football, not fucking bodybuilding all the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately we don't have that. That because I'm just boring.
I'm going to get you to start doing golf once I get slightly better than you. Then I'll go, oh yeah, Tom, you should start.
I could pull out some dusty clubs, I reckon. Do you know what I used to do when I was younger? I used to go to the local golf club. I didn't play golf, right? And I used to jump into the pond, and I used to dive down. This pond was deep, man, and like pull up like golf balls from the pond.
But
it was disgusting, like stagnant water. And it's like little like, mate, I was raised in like a council estate.
But that's not even council estate behaviour. That's just like
pulling out balls of like leeches and stuff, like little weird, like little sluggy leech things on them, mate. And you'd go home like stinking.
Yeah.
And I'd go down to the local butchers and sell the golf balls. The butcher bought them off us. Getting like tightly, like Nike ones, like was it Titleist, whatever.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, some nice golf balls, mate. Bags of them from the pond.
From the pond.
Wow.
That's why
you'll be playing golf. You'll be playing golf, and I'll be diving for balls, mate.
Yeah. Do you want to come for a round? Yeah. Is there any water? I'll bring my snorkel.
Straight into the drink, mate. Get me them balls.
Honestly, mate, every week we learn something new about you.
I know, mate. I know. But are you so apart from golf, mate, are you excited for next year?
Yeah, majorly. Like, um,
What is there anything about yourself personally? It's like there's like business goals, there's like hobbies, there's like stuff like that. It's all personal stuff though. But is there anything that you want to achieve, like change about yourself or achieve, like do personally for next year?
right. I'll tell you one thing. I want to build up my like mental stamina when it comes to concentration. So I think at the minute, like I'm working a lot, but say I'm getting 3 good hours and then I'll like almost hit a wall and be like, right, I need to have a break. I need to go for a walk. I need to go and eat, whatever. I would like to build up that like mental stamina to be able to just stay locked in and zoned in for as long as like a full day. And
Mhm.
that's a strange goal. I appreciate, but yeah, I want to be so much better at concentrating.
Yeah. I I don't know what it is, mate, but like since finishing prep, attention span, bleh,
Yeah, yeah,
bleh, like in the bin, in the absolute bin, and I feel like it's similar for me in the sense of like one thing I want to do. It's like time of the year. It's like a little bit more relaxed, but like routine and like again like the attention. It definitely has taken a little bit of a hit for me.
yeah,
So I'd say like next year, one thing I want to do is like, what the fuck could I achieve if I had a whole year of just being on it, like
yeah,
being very, very strict with myself, like not being like robotic, but like treating it almost like a prep routine throughout the entire year. Like, how much fucking work could I get done?
yeah,
Could I get like twice the amount done? And if that is the case, if I've achieved what I've achieved this year, what the fuck could I do next year?
yeah, yeah.
So
There's no
yeah,
limit.
that's yeah, because I've been like frustrating myself recently. I'm like, got this on the bloody desk, and then it's like, bling. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
before
yeah,
you know it, like 20 minutes has gone by, man.
yeah.
You know,
I
so definitely
that's
personally for me, like strictening things up a little bit.
that's it. That's it. That's it. Obviously, just take the podcast to new levels. We obviously know like we're involved in Alling's immediate future, and there's some
Mhm.
exciting stuff going on there. And I'm really buzzing that we are a part of it because Allin is going to be in years to come. It's going to probably be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bodybuilding brand in the UK.
Yeah, 100%.
Like there's no doubt in my mind. Once more people get their hands on the quality, then Dan's creative brain will do the rest.
Yeah,
Um,
it's. I said this on my story yesterday, but like, do you know? Like, I don't know what it is, man. A lot of people like they're into fitness, but they don't know how to create nice fitness clothing,
yeah,
and it's like eh, a lot of the time it's like the quality of stuff just like it's just not there. It's just lacking, and there's corners cut and whatnot. Versus like this is like genuinely really really nice stuff, and there's big. I know there's Dan's got big plans for it this year coming, and we're a part of that, mate. So that's
I think we
it's
need to get
exciting, mate.
Dan on.
Yeah, but I said to him, "Come on," and
Brushed
I think
it.
he said, "Yeah, he brushed it, mate. He brushed it. We'll get
Yeah,
him on. We'll 100% get him on because he's got a competitive background.
yeah.
He's done very well. He's got a
He's
British
mate. He's a
title,
great. He's like he does coaching. He's obviously building an
incredible
amazing
physique.
brand. He's won a British title in the natural scene, despite him being enhanced now. You big cheat. Um, he's an interesting guy. He's an interesting
Yeah.
guy. I have lined us another collaboration up.
Okay.
Also, massive thanks to Jack Eagles, by the way. What a boy.
Our guy. Yeah.
Oh, such an honest chap. If you've not listened to Jack's podcast, which I'm sure you have because at the minute it's sitting like nearly at 500 views and it's only been up a couple of days. It's so good. I love Jack. He's such a good guy. He can come on whenever he wants. But the next collab that I've lined up for us is Kez. Kez is launching
Yes.
a posing portal, I want to call it. Gengetsu Summit Posing Academy.
Jinsu.
No idea.
Jinsu.
I don't know what it means. So Kez is going to come on and tell me what it means, and then we're just going to kick him out of the call there. No, I'm joking. Kez is going to come on at the back end of January. We'll go through all things posing, his plans for competing this year, and yeah, that'll be fun. So keep your eyes peeled, ears pricked up, ready for that.
Lots of exciting stuff to come, mate. And obviously we've got a whole year to just get new people on and have good conversations, pick people's brains, share knowledge, and just have a vibe, mate. Just have a good time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, mate.
Yeah.
Much
me too.
excited.
Right. Let's wrap it up here. 45-minute, nice little short one for you today. Sticking on double speed. It's like 22 minutes of us having a good time.
Because everyone loves that. But yeah, I've had enough of talking to these people, mate. Anyway, I've had enough.
Right.
I need to go to the gym.
Yeah, same. Right, guys. Have a fantastic new year. And you can bet your bottom dollar that we will be back next week with another episode. I love you lots. We're very, very grateful to have you for the past few months. And yeah, we are just getting started and we're all going all in, aren't we, Tom?
All in, baby. Now, peace out. Happy New Year. And catch you in the next one.